Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming out for our historic event here today. I'm Sean Kruger, Superintendent of West Liberty Foods. Before I begin, I just want to give a huge thank you to Lisa Wurzbacher for setting this event up and preparing for this day. If you haven't worked with Lisa before, she's a take charge person. She gets after it. She has a beautiful day here for us, a slight breeze. She even got the construction workers to stay on the south end of the site here for us. So great job, Lisa, and thank you for that. Appreciate it. Saying thank you doesn't begin to go far enough for the financial aid and community support that we have received for this project. Kicking off a project this size in my first year as superintendent was ambitious, to say the least, and I never could have expected the community to step up this way in the way that you have. And I'm extremely grateful and proud of the West Liberty community. Fundraising has gone extremely well. We've had gifts from corporations, nonprofits, foundations, and families. To date, we've received 36 gifts, and 65% of those have come from families. That is tremendous and speaks to the commitment of this community and that they have to our youth. The total dollars raised is at $1.5 million. And we have raised, outstanding. And we have raised over $355,000 of the match towards the West Liberty Foods gift. Also today, we have three special announcements: a $25,000 donation from the Adam and Tammy Feldman family, a $100,000 donation from Deepak Giri and his wife, and just fresh from this afternoon, a $150,000 donation from the Melick Foundation. And we'll talk a little bit about those more here later in the program. At this time, we would like to invite donors by group up to take a groundbreaking photo. We'll start with our keynote sponsor, West Liberty Foods. West Liberty Foods, would you come up here by Lisa? All right, our next donor we have is the Joseph and Edward Ryan Trust. Representation today is from Bob Klein and Priscilla Hasek. Their donation was $250,000. Our next donor we have is a $150,000 gift from the Melick Foundation, and we have representation from Jerry Melick. Our next donor is $100,000 from Deepak Giri of Giri BP, and I don't know if there's anybody here from Giri BP. And another $100,000 donation from the West Liberty Athletic Boosters. Representation is, if they would come on up, please. Michelle McMichael and Josie Gingrich. So if we could have all the $50,000 donors come up, we have Don and Pat Dahlfeld family with Brent and Kelly Dahlfeld, Brian and Emily Dahlfeld, Brad and Audra Dahlfeld. We have Dick and Diane Bicey, and Andy and Jackie Bicey. We have Wheelie Chevrolet and the Wheelie family, and Larry and Gloria Deloy. And now we have our $25,000 donors. We have Brad and Mindy Akers, Brandon and Kira Aka, West Liberty State Bank, and Adam and Tammy Feldman. And now we have our $10,000 donors, if you could please come forward. We have the Comet Baseball Club, Hills Bank and Trust, Iowa City Tire, Liquid Grow,
the Bicey family, Midwest One Bank, West Liberty Youth Sports, Gary Dolfeld, Mike and Sue Dare, Ryan and Tana Dare, Jared and Samira Dare, Dusty and Stacy Feldman, JJ and Kelsey Garcia, Mason and Emily Garcia, Wayne and Susan Johnson, Jeff and Shonda Laughlin, Dennis and Linda Riley, Jason and Lisa Wurzbacher, Donovan and Sarah Yoder, and Dave and Jean Reynolds.
Thank you, everybody, for doing that. Greatly appreciated. At this time, I would like to invite Brandon Hawkins, CEO of West Liberty Foods, to say a few words. Brandon?
Thanks, Sean. I don't know if you know it or not, but you accidentally said you're the superintendent of West Liberty Foods when you started. I didn't know we hired you, but congrats. Yeah. You need one. So you guys heard a lot from me when we did the big announcement back in June at the softball and baseball game. Still couldn't be more proud to be the lead donor for this amazing project. We're very excited. But today, you've all heard from me a lot, so you're going to get to hear well, first of all, I want to recognize our board. We have our board of 9 here, as well as Donnie and Pat, 2 of our longtime owners. Board, if you could just wave your hand. They're all from small towns across the state of Iowa. They've been with you guys and associated with the company since in the Lewis Rich days as well, but officially they've owned the company since December of 1996. So they've been around West Liberty a long time, and this community means a lot to them as well. So at this time, though, I'd like to invite our chairman, Paul Hill, who's never short of words. He said he just had a few words that he prepared, so he'd like to speak to you all today as well. Paul Hill is from Ellsworth, Iowa, and sports have been very important in his family, and so it's my pleasure to introduce you to him. Paul?
Thank you, Brandon. And I brought only one page today, okay? I want to thank the city and community of West Liberty here for being so accepting of lots of nationalities. And that's one of the first things we recognized when we first took over West Liberty Foods. I want to thank the school system of West Liberty for doing such a good job of educating the whole person in dual languages. And there's a lot been written about West Liberty, and like up where I live, a lot of people get the Des Moines Register. And it's been nothing but praise for what you have in your school system here at West Liberty. Our board at West Liberty is very proud of this community, and it is now a privilege for us to give back to some of my favorite people in all of life, the youth of your community, in our community. I come from a very athletic family, and our kids all played a lot of sports, and our grandkids have all played a lot of sports. And my son coached high school basketball. He's here for 5 years. Went to the state a couple times, 3 times I think. But athletics, in our opinion, is the game of life. And it's the great teacher of life lessons. And that's what I love. These kids learn. They learn to win the right way. And they learn to lose. Nobody likes to lose, but there's always a loser. And that's the way it is in life. Our young future. And so I say, let's all support, and let's not just support them financially, but let's turn out to their events and let's nourish them. And together we'll go forward. Today is a new day for the community of West Liberty. Thank you.
I'd also like to invite Bob Klein from the Ryan Trust up to say a few words.
Good afternoon. My name is Bob Klein. I'm a graduate of West Liberty High School, 1955 or 1855. So I'm getting into 19. Priscilla Hazick is somewhere. She's one of our trustees or volunteers for the Joseph and Edward Ryan Trust. This was established in 2003. I knew Mr. Ryan quite well. In fact, in high school, I worked shocked oats on his farm. Soul of the earth, a very humble individual, very philanthropic. When he set up the trust in 1991, it was unbeknownst to the community. It was quite a shock. Mr. Batty was our president, and the will stipulates that the money earnings from his assets should not be invaded, but the interest should be spent for the betterment of the citizens of West Liberty. And we maintain that. And some of the priorities he had, of course, was education and sports. This hits all the buttons. We did a little figuring just before we come up. The Ryan Trust has spent right at $1 million since its inception for the school. $250,000 here, and $250,000 when the building was built. Plus, we donate $25,000 each year to the school foundation at their discretion. One story I would like to tell you if I could. I don't want to take too much time. Jason said I was supposed to talk for 2 hours, but I only have material for an hour and a half, so I'll have to wing it. Anyway, it's in regard to Mr. Joe Ryan was talking to me one day, and back in '34, when the banks closed, he and his family were banking in a small town of Downey, and the banks all closed. And of course, West Liberty had 3 banks at that time. They merged with the Downey Bank. The question came up, where should Mr. Ryan go? And I thought about this project. Projects like this, the community center, the new high school, is designed to attract and hold new people and new students for a better quality of life. Well, what drew Joe Ryan to West Liberty? Because he almost went to West Branch. In fact, this ceremony could have been in West Branch, and then for a couple of things. One was a new swimming pool that was built right in the middle of the Depression here in West Liberty. Could have been, maybe that's what drew his family. We had a theater, we had brick streets. This fits in the bill also. He had $8 in his savings account, and he decided, the family did, to come to West Liberty. And what a benefit for West Liberty. The trust has spent, since its inception, a little over $3 million into the West Liberty community, and that's defined by the area school district. And it's all to nonprofit groups. What a wonderful thing. Let's hope there's a Joe Ryan out here in the audience somewhere that gets the bug, or some of their kids. Do I see any interest in providing a nice trust for going from, I see you could do that. But anyway, that's how it gets started. Just a simple routine. He had $8. He thought he should go where his money was. He liked West Liberty. He graduated from high school, valedictorian, in 1929. So he was alumni and stayed the course. And this thing goes on forever. We can't spend the principal. We don't want to. Just the interest. So it should go on forever and ever. and hopefully we help the school some more. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like to have our activities director, Mr. Adam Maria, share some updates on our project.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I just want to thank everybody for coming. Today is a great day, one that many of you have been obviously waiting for a long time. Seeing all this work behind us get started is obviously very, very exciting. I know Sean did this earlier. I too want to thank Lisa. She may have skipped out, but if there's ever any doubt, like who's actually in charge of this project, Jeremiah Smith and I were out here and we were thinking, well, this is going to be a lot of noise. Neither one of us had the courage to go ask them to move. She just walked out there. They got off their equipment. She asked them to move, and they did. So appreciate that. So we're here today to thank the donors and the community for all you've done for our school district. We also want to thank several volunteers helping us with this project, especially our construction group. If any of you are here, I'll just read their names real quick. You can just give us a wave. Tim Nichols, Bill Simon, Ken Morrison, Todd Morrison, Matt Daufelt, and Adam Feldman. Having a group of experienced local construction professionals to consult with has been huge for us. This group's already saved the district time and money. They're willing to meet with us when we have questions or concerns, and it's just been fantastic. So I'd like to give a nice round of applause for them. I'd also like to give a huge thank you to our maintenance director, Jeremiah Smith, who's up there at the top of the hill. Jeremiah has been instrumental in helping us throughout this project and then obviously setting things up today. So thank you to Jeremiah. And one last thank you to Brian Rance, who's standing over here in our IT department. Brian's been fantastic with helping us keep our website updated throughout this project and then helping us get this set up today. So thank you to Brian. Clearly, as you can see behind me, the groundwork has started. The bids for this project came in on target, and we are on schedule. We're still finalizing some of the very small details for the above ground work with the fields and the facilities, and plan to release that for bid at the end of this month. We should have a firm selected then, or our hope is to have a firm selected by the end of November, and they will begin work on the fields and facilities early next spring. Pending weather, material, and labor, three things that we don't have control over, we're planning to host events here in this new complex next fall. We've also started having discussions, or more discussions, on the indoor facility, which when built will sit right behind where I am right now. This facility is a must for us to remain competitive. We've maxed out our gym space. The example I give to people is when spring rolls around and we have to move all of our outdoor sports inside, we don't have the space. So we're canceling practices and shortening things, and it's just not a good situation. We're over capacity, which is a good problem to have, but it's a problem. We're over capacity in our current weight room. I don't want to interrupt their work, sorry. When we build this facility, this will give us a competitive edge. It's something that all students can take advantage of. We're still short of our fundraising goal. However, we're starting the planning of the indoor facility so we can be ready when the funds do become available. So once again, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out to this special and exciting day. Now that the project is officially started, we will keep the community updated via posts on our social media pages and on the school website. So at this time, I'll turn it back over to Superintendent Kruger for some final words. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Maria. I was going to say sorry about all the noise behind us here, but just how cool is that to have all this construction, the work actually being done right here behind us on the day that we're doing our groundbreaking. Just great timing, and so just exciting to see. Just really puts things, makes it more real for us all, I believe. Now I want to publicly thank all of our donors and also take a few minutes to recognize the 3 gifts that we recently received. First, I'd like to thank the Adam and Tammy Feldman family for their generous gift of $25,000. Tupac Gary and his wife as they are donating $100,000 to this project. On behalf of the West Liberty School District, a big thank you. This is an outstanding gift from a member of the community that gives to many organizations. The Garys have helped the school district in several ways over the last several years. In addition, this afternoon, our school district was approached by the Mellick family. I'd like to recognize the Mellick Foundation in accordance with H. Fillmore Mellick's wishes in his will to donate $150,000 toward our new facilities. H. Fillmore Mellick was on the track team. He had a short career on the football team and graduated from West Liberty High School in the class of 1939. He'd be very proud of the new athletic complex and all of its benefits to our community. Thank you very much to the Mellick family on behalf of the school district for your gracious donation. Combined, these three donations put us less than $500,000 away from our original goal. Thank you for all the generous gifts and for giving us an opportunity to wrap up this groundbreaking celebration today. We would not be here today without our donor support. It is fantastic to have the largest employer in the community, the West Liberty Foods, as our keynote. We received $250,000 from the Joe Ryan Trust, as Joe was a former West Liberty High School valedictorian, just mentioned by Mr. Klein, and our own athletic boosters, who gave us $100,000 when they already do a ton of things for our school district. I also want to just say a huge thank you to everyone else who has contributed even $1 to this campaign. This is a new day for West Liberty. Thank you for making this happen. Thank you for being here today, and go Comets.